Hi, I'm Darci, and I guess that I've always wanted to be an author. And I thought now that I have a website, I should put something on there that makes me look like I know what I'm talking about, and just makes me have a more robust website. So I wrote some blogs. I really didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I just wrote some and published them.
I love it.
And then later I started, learning some stuff from Suzanne, and I've learned a lot since then.
Darci, did you have any fears before you started blogging?
I sometimes what I worry about is that I will write something and somebody will disagree with me or say, well, this isn't right.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? That's okay. Like, if people are disagreeing with you, not everybody is going to disagree with you. So I think that's really an important one because when people disagree with you, then you're getting found, right? Some people are just not nice, and that's fine, but you're getting found. Like, how many more people are saying nice things about what it is that you're doing and offering people versus the negative? Sometimes we can allow those one or two comments to really sting us really hard. I've been there. It still happens to me. And I always have to remind myself of how many people are benefiting in a positive way because of what I'm writing or what I'm saying, right? Versus thinking about all the people that want to disagree with me or have something different to say. Different opinions are absolutely fine. Sometimes people are not very nice about sharing those different opinions. And we just have to, whenever that happens, you just look at that and you just say, I am getting found. Yay. And that's the point. Blogging to get found. And Darcy, you're kind of shaking your head before too, that you kind of, did you go through that too? Like thinking that maybe you weren't a good enough writer specifically for this?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a writer, but I don't know if it's, and I'm not very good at the grammar part and the spelling part. But nowadays we have spell checkers, so you know that
What's one of
helps.
your favorite tools then for that?
I do have the free Grammarly on my, and that's something that Suzanne told me about. I mean, I knew Grammarly existed, but I hadn't tried it until she encouraged me to do that.
Yeah. And you were taking the information you were learning in your master's and then writing blog posts about it. Is that correct? Tell us about that.
So I wrote my last blog post was on my research paper, and so I just had to rewrite sort of what I learned in my research paper for my blog.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't hard to. I mean, I had all the information, but the problem was when I first wrote it, I took it over to the Hemingway app that Suzanne told us about. And it was like, it was way too high of a grade. It was hard to read. And I thought probably, I forget what grade level. It was like 8th grade or above. And I want to write for 5th grade or below, as far as readability and everything. So that took me, I had to rewrite. I had to just figure it out, how to shorten the sentences and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So it's shortening sentences will bring the readability down, using words that are less, some of those like fun tier 2 words that we can be using in our writing, we need to kind of take on out and just use the regular speaking talk that we would use when we're talking to someone, and that definitely helps to be able to do that. And for those of you guys who are like, what's readability and why would you write it at such a low level? Well, the research shows that most people are reading at a 5th grade level or below on average.
And when I'm writing to parents of dyslexic kids, that's who I'm writing to.
Yeah, and they may have dyslexia too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're likely to have some reading issues as well. So I don't want to be writing something that's really hard to read.
But even if you're writing, let's say that you are a college, you're going after college level students or high school students, it does not hurt you to write in simpler text for people to understand it,
Mhm.
because whenever people start reading about something that they don't know about, they have a lower readability, right? Like if somebody were to throw in for me, like I feel like I could read at a college level, but if you give me a college level book about how to be a doctor, I probably don't have a college level ability to understand that text, right? So when we don't have that expertise, we automatically decrease what our readability level is. So it's don't think of it as like it's kind of dumbing down what you're saying. It's making it so that anybody who reads it can understand it, right? And I think that's really the important thing there. And that's what you want. You want to come across like I want to come across as the girl next door that you could just hire to be able to help your kid, and they're just going to really get along with your kid, and it's going to be a beautiful situation.